Welcome back. It's Helen and Liana here, and we are now at episode 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, book 4 of the Christian Family Series. Christiansen Family Series.
By Susan May Warren.
Yes. So you know where we left off, book 3, all hell had just broken loose, basically.
Except for Max and Grace.
Max and Grace.
They made it work.
They made it work. And of course, Jason Eden got married. So, you know, at the end of the book. So
That was really like the romance book, because Derek and Ivy got married at the start too.
Ah, yeah, okay. So I guess you needed that with what was coming. Right. So
no more weddings now.
So at the end of book 3, remind me, Casper took off.
Casper took off for some island to dig treasure.
Mm-hmm. And Owen?
Gone. We won't see him for the next 2 books.
And no one knows where he is.
No one knows where he is.
No one knows where he is. So 2 brothers have gone off. Or at least Mum knows where one of them is, because I just look at this from a mother's perspective. It's like my son's just disappeared and gone off. Anyway, I just had a daughter married and a son married, and then like all this chaos. It's like, can everything just be calm at once? Like, no, of course not. Right. No. But this is Casper and Raina's book. So now we continue with this story.
Saga. It's like dealing with the chaos of Owen now that Owen's gone.
The fallout.
The tornado has come through and left.
Yep, and left. Yep.
So
yes.
This is always on my mind.
You are always on my mind.
Yep. I don't know that one.
Casper is off doing this treasure hunting thing for like a chapter, and then he realizes he loves Raina and comes back.
Yeah. Well, there was a 6 month jump.
Right.
But
okay.
the book starts. He's
All
already been gone 6 months.
Yep. Okay.
He's there, and I think he realized something. He wasn't having much luck, by the way. And he was on a call to Grace. Raina's basically hiding out in an apartment with Grace.
So he still doesn't know she's pregnant.
He has no idea.
Yeah.
So there's that. He's on a call with Grace, and he's like, "Is that Raina I hear?" And I think that kind of sparks something in him, and he realizes, you know, I've had 6 months now to deal with this. I want to go back home, and I want to find Raina. You know, but then, of course, because, you know, maximum drama, he shows up on Grace's doorstep right when Raina's about to give birth. And he doesn't even know she's pregnant. So, like, yeah, I just remember the line. And it didn't take much calculation for him to realize that the woman he loved was having his brother's baby.
It just sums it up, doesn't it?
I know.
Right. So she has the baby fairly early on in the book.
Yeah, like,
okay,
basically at the start.
So again, there's a child.
Except she gives her for adoption.
Oh yes, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, this is kind of where. So Casper showed up, and Casper, you know, if you remember, he was actually really like. He was like processed for a quick second, had like 5 seconds to process, and then he's like, right, well, we've got to do something about this. Picks her up, puts her in the car, drives to the hospital. He just like becomes a man of action at that point.
Yeah.
But like in a really nice way with her.
Yep.
And then she wants to give the baby up for adoption. And then that's when that's kind of where the chaos goes again, because for a moment there things were almost okay, you know, despite the baby thing. He, you know, went with her to the hospital. He even wanted to be in the room with her. But then she's like, no, he's not the father. This baby has no father, and it never will. She literally said that. I was like, poor her. Yep. She has some problems of her own.
Poor child.
I know. And then that's when Casper's hurt by that then. Because, I mean, I guess he still cares about her and still wants the best for her. But then he gets angry when she got to put the baby up for adoption. He tries to, like, talk it out of her. And to me, that's because it might not be his baby, but he still cares, and it's still part of the family. The baby should be part of the family, and Owen has no idea about any of this.
And they're a big family who have a big capacity to love, so it's just like, what do you mean? We are the family. We can look after this child.
He gets angry at that, and that drives another wedge between them. Yeah, another one.
It sounds hopeless.
It's pretty...
It's been a long time since I've read this one, to be honest.
This one? Yeah. Okay, I may love Casper so much. But this is not my favorite book. It is not my second favorite book. It is not even my third favorite book. It is my fourth favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, even though Casper's your favorite character.
He's my favorite character.
So, we were talking before about how, like, this is set in Deep Haven, and yet it still feels like it has its own setting.
Yeah.
Because the first book is set in Deep Haven, but
the resort.
Centered at the resort.
Yeah.
And then book 2 is in Minneapolis. Book 3 is in Hawaii. So we're back in Deep Haven primarily.
Yeah.
But we're in town.
Yeah, not at the resort.
Yep.
So it's kind of hard to say how this romance went, which is kind of why I think I don't love it as much.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, in this, Susan May Warren has really good character evaluation in her author notes at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And she basically explains that there are many people in this world who tell themselves so many lies because of, past and that they basically walk themselves into an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Raina does in this book.
Yeah.
She spends the book with this guy named Monty who is awful to her. And that's probably also why I don't like this book. Come on.
Yep.
And the thing with Casper is, she said it well. She's like, Raina had a lot to deal with, the Owen thing, and she struggles to feel like she's worthy of love. And she said that Casper was the right character to help her shoulder that, And I thought that was really good. But so saying that, this book is not about them falling in love.
Mm-hmm.
Because they fell in love in the book before.
Okay. Yep.
It's now them dealing with, can we be together? How do we be together?
Yep. Overcoming what are mostly emotional obstacles.
Yeah.
Besides the psycho Monty.
Oh, There's only 2 scenes in this book that really jump out at me. One of them is when she realizes what a douchebag Monty is. And he's being really rough and tough with her. And then she ends up, hitting him over the head with the Bible. And, basically throwing him out of the house just to find Casper there, ready to declare, no, I'm ready to love you and love the baby because the adoption fell through. Right as Casper shows up, and then Casper decks him. Casper punches a few people in this series. All over Raina. Just saying.
All right. Well, look, then what Susie May said in her notes is correct. He's the right one for her because he will fight for her. Yeah. Literally. Yeah. And that's what she needs. Someone like that needs someone to fight for them. And I think that is... that really is a metaphor for Jesus, I think.
She said that in the notes, actually.
Yeah, he fights for us. He's the one that'll get in the ring and fights for us because his love for us is so pure. He loves us no matter what we've done. Yeah. So,
I think that's what makes this book a lot different to the others.
Yeah.
If you can hear it in the way we're talking about it already.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about the drama, these characters, it really is... like a redemption story.
Yeah. It's really showing the selfless love aspect.
If you're reading it for humor, probably don't.
And on the flip side of it as well, ironically, because you say that don't read it for humor, even though Casper's the joking one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But on the flip side of it is, it's not just enough for Casper to love Raina unconditionally and to go after her and fight for her. She has to then let him love her.
Which I think is the main problem because I think he was almost sort of ready at the beginning. Yeah. I mean, the baby was a lot for him. But that.
Understandably. It's not just a baby.
It's his brothers.
It's your brothers. I don't even know how the mother is sort of
I still have questions about that. Whoa. But and it's actually, it's a good journey though. How Raina gets into this relationship and Casper, at first, he's like, what? Why all of this? But he realizes, well, I don't have any kind of space with her right now. So they actually become friends, and there's this entire mystery that they solve that ends with him being a millionaire, that, it's kind of that journey.
As you do.
Yeah.
As what happens.
Well, we said he was a treasure hunter. He finally found his treasure.
Found it, yep.
Yep.
Yep. So who's the subplot in this one?
Oh, that's interesting.
The sub story.
Yeah. We are revisiting Derek and Ivy in this one. They've married.
So from this point in the series, all of the subplots are revisited characters.
Yeah. Casper is the only one who gets a subplot before his book.
Right.
Because he obviously needed some backstory.
Yeah, yeah. So, and this makes sense. At this point in time, halfway through the series, you're not going to be introducing new characters for your subplots. So, yeah. So, it also is starting to wind up the series and tidy up some loose ends as we do that. So, what are Derek and Ivy dealing with?
Ivy's pregnant, heavily pregnant. And this is all about Derek. In fact, I don't think Ivy's not in it at all. As in, like, perspectives. It's all Derek's perspective.
Oh, point of view.
There's none of Ivy's in this. It's Derek. And it almost comes back from the first book. He was dealing with guilt over not being the husband he should have been and feeling responsible for the stuff. Yep. And it's almost like now that he's gotten married with Ivy and now that she's pregnant, it's almost like he's having some kind of... He's gone back in time, and it's almost like he's repeating, and he has to stop the pattern.
So this is the testing part.
Yeah.
So God allows this to happen in our lives for real. It's so that we know we've actually dealt with it. You will... Something that, you dealt with in the past often revisits. Because you won't know that you've overcome that until you face it again.
So he struggles with the resort is not doing too well, and he's like stacked up in bills and he's feeling responsible for his family. He's not spending enough time with his son. He doesn't know how to help his wife at the moment, and he almost runs off again to join the hotshot firefighters to get a bunch of money because that's what he did with his first wife. It almost happens again.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
It doesn't.
And that's the point.
That's the point.
That's the point, that we can overcome the past.
Yeah.
And be different people. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a very different book.
It is pretty different.
It's also, I feel it's Raina heavy.
It's all about Raina. I always think, one of the reasons I feel so bad for Casper and really love Casper is because it's actually, a lot of this is not his fault.
Yep.
What he deals with isn't his own trauma. It isn't his own problems.
Yep.
He,
Yep.
It's actually not about fixing himself. It's actually just about making him better, making him able to,
overcoming it and continuing, even though, because he could have easily just tapped out. Yep.
And I don't think anyone would blame him for that either.
No.
So I feel that that's why I do love Casper, because he's really not dealing with his own problems in this one.
Yep, it's not his mistakes. It's not his doing. He's just dealing with the fallout. Yeah. And the troubles that have come to him are not of his own making.
No.
Yeah.
So.
And that happens too in life.
Yep.
Things happen. It wasn't our fault. It just depends how you want to handle that. Do you want to let it make you bitter and... Yeah.
It's interesting because all the characters that come into the Christiansen series and marry the siblings, I mentioned, bad parents, no siblings, whatever.
Yep.
And they all have their own traumas, but for some reason, Raina's is so heavy, even though you can argue...
Because there's a pattern. It keeps happening.
Yeah.
She's, what did I say before? She's very vulnerable.
Yeah, because you can even think back to Ivy and what she went through, and you could almost say she could be just as bad, almost, because she went through 14 different foster homes. Her mother, was her mother a murderer? No, wrong book. I'm mixing up books. But her mother ended up in jail and died in jail, and her dad didn't want her. Raina, I don't actually remember that much. It's been a while. But I think her mother's dead. Her mother's definitely dead. Her father never stuck around much. And I think he could be dead too. And she had a brother, but he OD'd. And he's long dead.
Yeah.
So she...
Yeah. And that's true in real life too. People can have similar circumstances and react differently to them and handle things differently. Like similar childhoods and come out differently. You can get siblings born in the same household with the same trauma in that household, but they handle it differently.
Ivy went to shut down because of what she went through.
Yeah.
And I think Raina went to sort of needing to fix it. Yeah, desperate instead.
Yeah. That's why she's very vulnerable to men and abusive men.
And that's why she needs Casper, who will throw a few punches and really love her.
But just, totally, she needed someone who was just so in her court, so on her side.
Which is Casper.
Yeah. So where do we finish with this book? Where does it end? Where are we up to?
Well, you could say that this is the end of Casper and Raina's story, but it's not. They still come back because they may have fixed their relationship, but there's still the thing of this is still Owen's daughter.
And Owen doesn't know.
Owen doesn't know he has a daughter at all. No. And so Casper...
Or baby or anything, he has no
Casper,
idea.
Honourable Casper, sends himself on a mission...
to find the missing Owen.
And bring him back. And there's also one more thing that leads into the next book, which is Amelia. It's funny, Casper and Amelia are actually really close. It's really weird. They have this weird...
We've never even mentioned Amelia before.
There's probably reasons for that. But Amelia, the youngest sister, she confides in Casper a bit, and Casper confides in her and ends up spilling that, oh, whoops, Owen has a child. And she's like, what? Anyway.
So they know Raina has a baby. They don't know whose it is. Is that
what? No, they don't know anything.
Oh, okay. Right.
Particularly since she gave it up for adoption. But anyway, so she's explained the story of her, this guy, because she probably hasn't been mentioned because she's...
So Amelia, while Casper's sharing with her, she now shares something that's been going on for her.
Which is, she just came back from England. I think she was in England.
Was she doing photography or something?
Something.
Yeah.
And she met this guy, fell in love with him, didn't go quite so well. And at the end of the book, I love this scene actually, he shows up, this British guy shows up again, and basically proposes to her. And I remember reading, and it just says that Jace and Max and Derek and Casper, so her 4 big brothers who have all played hockey. Anyway, big brothers, Lumberjack, Minnesota.
Derek did play hockey before, just not at elite level. Yeah.
And this British guy, they all take him out to the driveway.
That's intimidating.
Because she's the little sister, and then I just remember reading it, it's then they all went, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's funny.
What did they take him to the driveway to do?
I don't know. I think they just scared him off. They didn't hurt him.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be scary though.
Yeah, it would. They're big guys. These are lumberjack-sized guys.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and this British guy, I have no idea what his size is, but
I don't think he's not a skinny, nerdy British guy.
No, but he's not one of those. And brothers,
Yeah, adopted brothers.
Right, so that then leads us into...
Book 5.
Book 5. So, which is where we will leave this here now, and we'll see you in the next episode.